Hello everyone, welcome back to Canary Cast. You join us after a 2-0 win against Coventry with two fantastic quick-fire goals. I'm joined by Jacob. How are you, Jacob?
Yeah, very well. With 6th and 7th minute, I'm spamming my phone. I've recorded the first goal and put it on Twitter, and then the second one's gone. I'm like, bloody hell, this is an avalanche of goals. But no, all in all, the second half was a bit boring. But
Yeah.
yeah, some good notable performances. Alex Tettey is basically Diego Maradona reincarnated, and Dan Barden is basically Manuel Neuer.
Wow.
Not
That's
getting carried away,
heavy praise, heavy praise. You think at like 6 minutes, of like, oh, that's a nice early goal. And 7 minutes, he scored another one. You think this is going to be an absolute romp, an absolute riot. It didn't turn out like that, but Norwich put in a professional performance. But who stood out to you from some of your more bit part players that joined in for this game?
I think you summed it up really. Just very professional performance. I liked that Hugo got the goal. It didn't really. It's difficult because we don't play to his strengths, but really nice to see Shelby Blaheta use his pace and actually take on a fullback. Good cross. It's a nice goal. Thought Kenny McCain played very well as well in the first half. Really bright parts. Todd obviously good assist for Kenny's goal as well. And then second half, I think it was well, not to be extravagant because I don't think second half was that great, but Dan Barden showed really some really good confident saves, well held from crosses, good kicking. And to be fair to him, he's now put himself in a position where Daniel Farker's probably saying, we did a video yesterday, didn't we, about Nyland, is he coming in or not? You probably think now Dan Barden's the man for Cardiff away if Timmy Krul's still not feeling great.
He did all the basics, which was good for him because if he made any silly mistakes against, no offense to Coventry, against lesser opposition, then maybe there'd have been a bit more. We need to get a keeper in before the Cardiff game, but he did well. He pulled off a fantastic reflex save. Do you think he has the ability to go into Cardiff and actually pull out a really good performance?
It's a difficult one because Cardiff are probably the worst team to play against for a young goalkeeper in terms of just the set pieces.
Yeah.
So dominant. But then McGovern coped with that well. And to be fair to him, towards the end of the game, Barden looked really confident. I think QPR, I was looking at him and he looked slightly rabbit in headlights, but today he looked very comfortable. And he's very good on the ball. I'm really impressed with the way he kind of just, even under pressure, is able to find space and is very happy to kick it long if needed. He just looks like a smart lad who knows what he's doing. And at the moment, he must be enjoying himself. He's probably thinking, "This is my opportunity to shine, really." And in having Grant Hanley and Ben Gibson is really handy in front of him because they're just so experienced that they know how to kind of. There's no risks there, and hopefully he does well against Cardiff if he's put on there.
Were you slightly concerned about the lack of opportunities created by Norwich? Obviously, they scored those two early ones, but they only had 4 shots on target throughout the game, where Coventry, perhaps with not as clinical as chances, they had a lot more opportunities.
Felt really like just kind of fringe players all mashed together. I was expecting that today, to be fair. And I wasn't expecting the 2 early goals. I was expecting to see it throughout that the team just wasn't gelling as much. I thought Jacob Sorensen did really well in the middle of the park, looked really kind of comfortable there. I think you could play him wherever and he'll just do his job nicely. He's a nice, neat footballer. Tettey, what player?
Wow.
He shielded you so well. At 34,
really good player.
yeah, and we were saying off mic, weren't we? That outside of the ball pass, like outside the foot, sorry. It was just, what on earth? He's a wonderful footballer to watch. And to be fair, all in all, everyone just played well. I thought Barley Member looked bright for the 60 minutes he was on. Xavi Quintier came back. It was just a nice run out for everyone. Thought Coventry made a couple of opportunities in the second half, but all in all, we just looked solid. And I was impressed with just how it kind of ticked along, and it was a nice, comfortable victory, really, which is a nice surprise for Norwich.
I think Tettey has a future as a winger if we're short, because he is fantastic on the ball. In the second half, we did have some of the more starting players that we are used to seeing. We had Ollie Skip, Emi Buendia, Timu Puki all come on, and Puki had a great chance at the end, skip past one player, and then hits the post. And if that went in, that would have killed the game off really quickly.
Buendia to Puki is just, it's just easy, isn't it? They don't even have to try. They're on for 20 minutes and they still create a couple of opportunities for themselves. All in all, it was just a nice victory to watch, really. It was just a nice game to watch. It was a bit boring second half, but you know what? I'll take that as a Norwich fan because, as we've said so many times this year on chats and videos, our hearts can't take the absolute calamity at times of these performances that we just always give a team a chance. But you know what? I'm happy. Next round, the result today didn't really bother me too much. The performance was decent. You move on. Cardiff's the most important one, though.
Moving on, to the next game at Cardiff. Would you have actually liked to have seen Norwich go out of this competition? I know this is not the sort of conversation a lot of Norwich fans like to have, but this is another competition that Norwich have to focus on when the main focus is probably getting all those players back up fit so they can challenge for the Championship.
I think you've just given yourself a good point there in terms of an extra game for those players who need to get fit.
True.
I don't think it's too much of an issue, really. You know, there's no replays. It will just be done in one game. I think at the moment we're fine. If you're talking to me in December when we had about 14 injuries, I'd say get out as soon as possible. Depends who you get, really, doesn't it? If you get a Chorley who have gone through today, then again, you can play a mixed side. Or if you go and play a Man U, then it's just a nice occasion. Daniel Farke likes the cups. We enjoyed it last year. Football's not the same this year, is it, unfortunately? If Norwich go win this cup, this trophy, which I very much doubt, it just wouldn't feel the same. So it's just a bit, the main focus is the league, and then whoever needs the fitness, like Quintier did today, like Mumba did today, you just put them in.
Is there any players that you saw in this game put in a performance that could get them further into the starting 11 for Cardiff, other than Dan Barden?
I think you look at Barley Mumba. He's not going to play, but he looks very, very talented. I'm looking forward to see what he does in the future. I think Tettey, you could arguably say he looks fresh enough to be able to come back into a tricky game Cardiff away. I'd be surprised if they put him in, but he's a very good player to be able to just plug a hole, which I really enjoy seeing. I think Plahetta's put himself in contention for sure, but to be honest, I think you play your main 11 again, because I think they've been playing well enough recently. Buendia and Pukki, whilst coming on today, are fresh enough now. It'd be nice to have a week off. No midweek game would be really good for them. You just play your strongest team. It's unfortunate that Tim Krul's, again, picked up this COVID issue when he's coming back, but probably best for his quad that he does rest. And if you're looking at Barden now, he'll be full of confidence and ready to go.
Excellent stuff. Well, sorry this video was a quick one. Obviously, it's just an FA Cup draw. We'll join you again for Cardiff, and until next time, enjoy yourself.
Laters.